Locally now, and protesters are heading back into Tasmania's forests. After months of negotiations on a forestry peace deal, one environmental group has pulled the plug, accusing the government and the timber industry of failing to deliver on their end of the bargain.
It was hailed as an agreement to end 30 years of conflict in Tasmanian forests. But 5 months to the day since the historic peace deal was signed, one environmental group has withdrawn its support.
A way forward is getting hazy.
The Huon Valley Environment Centre says it's no longer confident industry and government will deliver on a commitment to end native forest logging. It was triggered by Resources Minister Brian Green's call to stop protesting in the forests.
Brian Green's comments yesterday were definitely a way to say to the environment movement and to our organisations that we don't support what you're doing and we don't support the protection of high conservation value forests.
Brian Green has labelled the group extreme and unwilling to compromise. The Huon Valley Environment Centre isn't a signatory to the Forest Peace Deal, but was part of discussions between environmental groups involved in the process. The timber industry says it's troubling.
Part of the commitment from various parties is that they can deliver on what they say they can deliver. It's really not a very good demonstration of goodwill on the part of the wider environment movements for them to allow or condone this sort of behaviour.
I think it was inevitable when the moratorium wasn't delivered that parts of the environment movement would start to lose faith in the process.
The Wilderness Society is one of the environmental groups at the negotiating table and says it's time for the state and federal governments to act.
By moving to protect the forest, moving to implement a range of packages that supports contractors, that supports an exit for the native forest logging industry out of the native forest, as agreed by the signatories to the Statement of Principles.
Until it happens, there'll be no peace in the forests. Cara Douglas, ABC News.